All right, welcome back, and let's move on the show. We've talked about the dominant athletes for 2017. I'm just curious, this is the first time we're talking about the IAAF awards without mentioning Usain Bolt. So let's get used to talking about dominant athletes without Usain Bolt. But let's come home, Tayo, and talk about cycling in schools the other day.
On Friday, yeah.
Yeah, the key guys came here and talked about the schools cycling challenge that was concluded over the weekend.
Yeah, it went down eventually. That was on Saturday at the Unilag Sports Complex in Akoka, and about 10 schools, about 7 schools actually, turned up for that particular one, and was a very interesting one. The kids were very excited to, with that kind of platform to, showcase their cycling abilities. It was a very enjoyable one. I think we should just go quickly because our correspondent, Austin Okonakman, has a report on how it went down at the Unilag Sports Complex for the Schools Cycling Challenge.
Students from 6 secondary schools in Lagos and Ogun states are here to compete, make new friends, and of course have fun. Time for the qualifying round, and to ensure safety, competitors are properly geared up.
3, 2, 1, go! Can we cheer on, please? Can we cheer on? Well done!
How can cycling be developed at this level? Vincent is just 11 and he has a simple solution.
Give us free bikes.
For you to be part of the cycling world, you need cycles. So a key thing is, do you have bicycles? Do you have places where they can ride? And where we have a campaign coming on where people can contribute or donate, even if it's a spoke, a bicycle, a wheel, whatever it is.
Cycling is highly technical. Some couldn't complete the race, but picked up positives from their fall.
It motivates me to cycle more and to be careful of the type of bike I use late in future. Yeah.
I believe it should be included in their extracurricular activities as a recreative sport, and from there they can develop to produce more people who can go out for competitions like this.
This challenge has the quality to discover and nurture talent, but can it be sustained?
The long-term objective is to make sure that every secondary school in Nigeria has a feel of what we're doing right now. Excitement in the eyes of the children. The opportunity has never been given to them to express themselves. So we're on a very good platform in ensuring that we have a cycling team for the Nigerian team in future.
Cycling doesn't command good followership in Nigeria, but with competitions such as these, interest will be built and the fan base will grow. Austin Okonakman, Channels Television News.
Right, that's how it went down at the second edition of the Schools and Cycling Challenge. The Bells Otta emerged overall winners of that particular event. And Yemi, very interesting to see a lot of kids turn out for that one. And we saw some falling off their bicycles and getting up. That's what...
it's part of the learning curve.
Exactly, yeah. It's not how many times you fall, it's how you're able to bounce back. And we saw some of the kids do just that. And cycling is one of those sports, like I was telling the Yemi Oshilaja, one of the officials of the African Cycling Foundation, that the president, as a matter of fact, the culture, I think disappeared for a while. There was a time when cycling was a big deal. Growing up,
even though it was more of leisure, but
leisure. Yeah, I mean, I know if you didn't have a bike, then you could do rentals. Exactly, then you do rentals. You rent and
get yours, or you rent one.
Exactly,
I mean,
you have to have one. Exactly, but that's not been the case for a while now. So the African Cycling Foundation, they're trying to bring back that culture, and this is a good way to starting at the very lowest of levels.
It's coming at a good time, when we're clamoring for the inclusion of a lot of sporting activities into the school curriculum. I think the problem, while some of us were growing up, you had to choose between your education or sports, and no parent will allow you to leave your education.
There's only one winner in that one.
So if we can if you can ensure that the parents don't lose, the kids don't lose, the schools don't lose, and everybody is a winner with both. I mean, not everybody is going to be a professional.
No, not at all.
But look, these things help.
There are other benefits
To it as well.
Exactly.
And aside that, even if you don't get to be a professional, it helps in your growth. I mean, it's part of the learning curve, increases, you know, bonding, your participation. It toughens you as a person. I can count the number of times I fell from a bicycle, pick myself up, bruises all over. But you wanted to learn, and that's the good part. And I hope it continues like that, not just with cycling, but with all sports. You know, so that, you know, people don't have to lose something because they want to, you know, just, you know, do what they love doing.
That's it. So, yeah, hopefully the cycling culture can return and stay this time around in Nigeria. We're still talking Nigerian sports. This time we're going to talk about that word that a lot of athletes, a lot of sportsmen dread in Nigeria, funding. Even administrators, whenever they hear that word, they're very worried.
Very.
I mean, funding is a big deal. It's been like that for a long time, so it's nothing new. And it's starting to sound like a broken record, but it is what it is. There, it has to be dealt with if Nigeria is to actually realize its full potentials when it comes to sports.
I mean, you feel that's a missing link. You feel that has been our albatross, that has been a cog in the wheel for a long time.
Absolutely.
Our problem has never been lack of talent. Our problem has never been determination. As a matter of fact, most times we rely on the Nigerian spirit instead of doing the right things. And it can take you, you know, only far, but not so far. And that's why this issue of funding, especially in this part of the world, it's not even an African thing. You have African countries that don't have problems with funding because they do the right thing. But here in this part of the world, even when we should be getting our best from some of our athletes across board, issues of funding.
Distractions.
I mean, a guy wants to go to a tournament, he doesn't even know till the last day if he's going to go. I mean, you want to go for a tournament, they tell you your coach can't go, your trainer can't go, this one can't go, you and just one person go. I mean, all of those things would destabilize.